Hello, I'm going to show you how to make your note cards. So to get started, the first thing that you want to do is go to Google Classroom and bring up your note cards assignment, which is a slideshow that you will use those slides as your note cards. Okay, so if you bring that up, it's going to look like this. First slide is going to ask you to put your research question there and your name there. And then the second card are instructions. I'm going to ask you to put a note topic on each card, which I'll show you in a minute what that means, and a source number. Again, I'll walk you through that. You write the information here from the source that you want to include in your paper. Okay, if it is a direct quote, use quotation marks. Use ellipses if you omit words in a quotation. Otherwise, paraphrase the information and use your own words. Okay, you want to paraphrase that information as much as possible onto these cards. You may use phrases instead of complete sentences. These are just notes. So if you don't write the author's sentence on there, then you won't be tempted to copy it then into your paper. So what you're doing is you're preventing plagiarism by doing this. So it's a good system. All right. While you're working, I suggest that you go back to Google Classroom and bring up this taking notes slides, because that's going to walk you through this process step by step. All right, how to read through your documents. Okay, what should go on each card. All right, and again, this is what I just showed you on the assignment. All right, and what all of this means. So bring this up and read through this carefully, and you can use this as a guide as you are making your note cards. All right. So you have your note cards up, and you have your article up. So I've read through this article. Okay, and what you want to do when you open up these articles is kind of scan through them, look real quick, how long are they, what's there. Look for the part of the article that you think you need for your paper. All right, if you've got a 30-page article, you don't have to read all 30 pages. So if it's a shorter article, I recommend just reading through it. But so when I read through this, I knew that I wanted to use these facts right here, these numbers right here. How much plastic there would still be left in the environment if we stopped making plastic today. All right, so I'm going to go back to my note card. I'm going to show you the note card I made for this. So for my topic, I put background. Why did I do that? Well, because I know that this is the background article on eLibrary for my paper. So I'm going to guess that this is good background, right? So I'm just going to put background up here. Now, if you don't know what to put here, this topic, don't worry about it. You can always go back later and put those in. They'll be easier to do later. All right. And what does this source number mean? This means that on my sources list, this is my first source, and I've put the number 1 next to it so that I know that. All right, so you go back to your note card, you put source number 1. Now remember, you'll have many cards that may have source number 1 on it because you may get many facts from that source. All right? And it's very important because this number will let you know how to cite this fact in your paper. So I read that part over a couple times, and I decided to put it in my own words. And I said, by 2040, about 710 million metric tons of plastic will be in the environment. That's it. That's as much as you need to put on a note card. You should only put one idea on a note card. All right, you don't want too much, because in the end, you're going to move these slides around and put them in the order that you're going to write your paper. And if you have too much on the card, some of that information may belong in one place, some may belong in another, and it's going to take you much longer to get to 30 note cards. So just put one good fact, opinion, whatever it is. All right, now what if I wanted to